Hello everyone. In this session, we're going to start drawing in pcon planner, and the first thing we're going to draw is the walls. So let's jump into pcon. So to draw walls in pcon, I will be going into top view here. You can see I'm in the top view right now. And to draw that, I will go up into start, and you will see an icon saying here draw wall. I'm going to click on it. So to draw wall, I'm going to start from a point, click once. I'm going to drag my mouse. You can see a yellow line helping me to guide it and keep the line straight. And when I'm at my point, I can click once, and I'm going to go on the side or the side or wherever I want. And I'm going to go on this side here. And I'm going to go on the other side. So I'm going to keep clicking and keep moving my mouse in the direction the way I want to sketch my, the room and its walls. So here you can see that when I'm coming down here, this is helping me to, pointing out the yellow line is perpendicular in the vertical direction, and the pink line in the X direction. So it's helping me. I'm going to click once. I'm going to take it here. I'm going to click here. I'm going to join it. So this way I have completed a room and I have drawn the walls. And I can see in perspective here also that I have drawn this, So we are in the if you go to view, we are in the line mode right now where we can see lines. So when you're sketching, drawing things, you can keep in lines, but when you are applying materials and all those things, you can, move to this colors, and this way you can see different colors. So we were going to go back to top view and in the line mode. So now let's say if you want to change the thickness of the wall, you can just click on the wall, and you can also see the dimensions of the wall here, and the inner dimension and the outer dimension. And if you want to change the thickness, you can go up to the properties here and click, and here you can see the height and the thickness. So you can, change just type the thickness here and press enter. So the thickness will change. And similarly, if you want to, add a hatch, you can go to any kind of hatch you want. You can just choose it here. Mostly in 2D, you want to show to customer different hatches to show what kind of walls are there. So this is really handy also. And you can change the height of the wall. Also, you can see the height difference in 3D when you're going to go up here and go to perspective. So this is one way to draw a wall, and the other way is that, for example, if I go back to start, and this time I have some dimensions with me. For example, I have an image with me. Here I can show you an image. For example, I have this image with me, and I can see the dimensions here. So I can write those dimensions and when I'm sketching the wall. So how to do that? Let's see there. For example, I go to start, click on the wall, and now when I start drawing, you can see that I can, take my mouse and click, but this time instead of clicking, I will just go straight and write, let's say 10,000, and press enter. And now you can see that I have got the dimension of my wall. I will click here, and I'm going to go on the side here, and this time I'm going to write 7,000 again, or maybe I'm going to write 6,000. Okay, and I'm going to write millimeter also, and press enter. So you can see that now I got a wall of 6,000 millimeter dimension. So this way you can also, sketch a wall if you don't want to use the mouse and you want to do exact dimensions. You can also do that. And here you can see that I'm gonna complete my room, complete the area. But instead of doing that, this time I will leave it here. And now to get out of the wall function, what should I do? I can just press escape on my keyboard, and I will be out of the function. So in pcon planner, whenever you are in some function and you're doing walls or windows and you want to get out of it, you just press escape on your keyboard and you will be out of it. So here you can see that I have, did it. It was not a mistake. I just did it on purpose to show you that I haven't joined the walls here. But what should I do now if there is a mistake there? So you can do it. You can select both walls, go up in here and select connect, and this way you will be able to connect the walls. So that is very simple. Similarly, if you see up here, these are walls here and these are not connected together. Just drag and select them, go up into this option and connect. So simple as that. The walls will be connected. And if you want to, want two walls to disconnect from each other, go up here, select them and disconnect them, and then they will be disconnected. Similar way, if you want to split the wall, just select the wall, go up here and say split wall. You can You can take your mouse here, it will ask you the position, just click here and you will see on the place where I click, the wall has been separated into two. So now these are two walls, before they were one. So similar way, the interesting thing you can do is, for example, I have a wall here, I can just draw straight here and I want to make it curve. So I can just go click on the wall and you will see that when I take my arrow up here, it will change into a small curve. Click and then choose the curve you want. You can also do in other direction and just click and you will create a nice curve. So one thing we have also learned about hatch, I mentioned that you can also add hatch on the wall if you want. So now we have learned about the basics, how we can draw walls and also how we can join them together and how we can hash them and split them. So this is very interesting. So now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna bring in an image and we're gonna draw a room that we're gonna take it with us in the next session also. So let's do that. So I'm gonna put this pcon on the side here. You can see here the drawing. I have an image on my desktop. I will click and drag and I will drop it in pcon planner. Okay, and then I'm going to click once again and I'm going to draw the how much big I want this image to be, and I will click once more. So now I have the image in pcon planner, and the thing I will do is I'm going to sketch this dimension and draw walls. So let's start. I'm going to go up in start and click on wall button here, and I'm going to click once, and now I will type on my keyboard. I mean, this time we're not going to click with our mouse like we did before. This time we're going to draw exactly the same dimension written here. So we're going to write, let's say 425 centimeter and press enter. Okay. And then we're going to, draw this dimension 1100 centimeter. And you can see that I'm drawing this in clockwise direction. And my mouse is also, when you look closely, my mouse is also in the clockwise direction, the arrow. So I'm going to write 1100 centimeter and press enter. So now I got the dimension exactly as this one. Now I'm going to take my mouse down here and I'm going to join it here. Perfect. So I have drawn this exactly dimension right here. So I was mentioning about the mouse location. What does that mean? So for example, if I'm drawing wall like here, you can see the arrow. The pointer is on the right of the wall. So I will be drawing in this direction. Okay, it's very important to do that. So I'm drawing this in the, you can say, in the clockwise direction. So for example, if I want to draw a wall in other direction, for example, I'm starting here, now I'm going on the other direction, the counterclockwise. The best way is to right click and switch wall orientation. So now you can see the arrow is on the left side of the wall. So now I'm going to be drawing in this other direction. So this is very important to know, because if you're going to be having a wrong direction, then there will be difference between the outer and the inner wall and you will get a wrong dimension. So this is very important thing to know, that whenever you're drawing, make sure to see that you're drawing clockwise or anti-clockwise. Maybe it's a good habit to draw in clockwise direction. So draw from you can always start from this corner and go like this and you will be okay. So if you're going in the opposite direction, then you have to switch the wall orientation. So in my practice, I'm always drawing like this. Okay, and the wall orientation is always right. But for example, if I'm going to rub it here, quickly delete it. But if I'm going in this direction like this, I have to switch the wall orientation, because otherwise I won't get the right dimensions when the wall will be complete. So one thing I would like to mention is that we have drawn this room by using, if you go up here, this wall function, and by this function you can draw a room, of any size and any shape. But if you want to draw a rectangle or square room, that is also very easy. You can go up into rectangular room here. Click this button up here, and then you just click and drag in the right direction, and then write on your keyboard 11000. Okay, press enter, and then the length is 425. So I'm going to write 4250 in centimeter and press enter. So this is, I mean, very easy to get a rectangular kind of shaped room. So I hope you learn about how to draw walls. I'm going to just delete that, and we're going to be taking this in our next session where we will be adding dimensions, and we're going to be adding other important things. Okay, see you guys.